all right, my little children. It is time to mix it up and be able to learn us a couple rhymes. We're going to spin it. No, I'm just kidding. We're not. But we are going to sing the songs that we learned in class today. Not so cool, but will help us remember circumference and area. Okay? So, you ready? Get ready, and parents, please don't judge me if you hear this. I can sing a lot better than this, but these songs do not lend themselves to awesomeness. Okay, so the first one is on circumference. It's our Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star song. You ready? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, circumference equals 2 pi r. Don't ask me why I'm drawing little random boxes. Let's start over and draw like we're supposed to. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, circumference equals 2 pi r. Now would be a great time to tell your parents about our motions for circumference and show them some of the gesture activities we've been doing in class. All right? Okay, so the next one is area. Let me erase this. Okay, our area song is our teddy bear song. So, let me draw a cute teddy bear. Oh, look at him. All right. Okay, you ready? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Area equals pi r squared. Very good. All right. So, we have learned, let's review. You ready? Sing with me. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, circumference equals 2 pi r. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, area equals pi r squared. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, circumference equals 2 pi r. Yay! If I could only learn how to clap on this thing for myself. Very good. Okay, so to review what we're talking about right now. First of all, perimeter. Let's do some key terms. Perimeter is, did you get it? The distance around a figure. Okay? Whatever kind of figure you're talking about, perimeter is talking about the distance around. So, remember our motions. P is the distance around. Very good. Okay? So do those, oh, there goes my phone. Sorry. So do those motions so that you remember to do perimeter. All right? Okay, so the next one is circumference. That's one we've already talked about. Circumference is the distance around a circle. So perimeter is when you're talking about polygons or other shapes. When you're talking about the distance around a circle, it's called circumference. So it's the same exact thing as perimeter, except it's around a circle. So circumference equals 2 pi r. So 2 is just the number 2. Pi is 3.14, which we learned in class, and r is the radius. All right, so if you have a circle that has a radius of 4, you would do 2 times 3.14 times 4. Now remember, if it gives you the line all the way across, that's not the perimeter, or that's not the radius. That is the, come on, you can do it. That is the diameter. Very good. And the other one is radius. So we learned some new mnemonic devices today. The first one was die. Die, that prefix means 2. So if you think about our other shapes, say we have a rectangle and we want to cut it into 2 pieces, we draw a diagonal. That is not pretty. Okay? Or just like our circle, the diameter cuts our circle in 2 pieces. Very good. So radius, someone mentioned today that it was just like a ray. So if we draw a circle and we draw a ray going from the center to the outside, well, something that looks like a ray, that's our radius. It's half of the diameter. So radius equals half of diameter. Okay? All right, so we've talked about perimeter, we've talked about pi, we've talked about circumference, we've talked about all of these different things. So let's do a practice problem, all right? Now this is going to be a little different than what we did in class. You guys did exceptional in class, so we can do something a little different. What if I gave you radius equals don't know, diameter equals don't know, but the circumference equals 17.8 meters. How would we figure out what the diameter is, or the radius is? Well, how do we figure that out? The formula for circumference is 2 pi r. Well, we have this, 2. We have this, pi. And we have the circumference. Let me erase this. Hang on one sec. So, we have the circumference, which is 17.8. We have the 2 times 3.14 times r, which is what we're solving for. So if we multiply these two numbers together, you get 6.28 times r equals 17.8. Let me erase some stuff up top so we can keep writing. Okay? So once we have 17.8 equals 6.28 times r, how do we solve to get what the radius is? Good, we use the inverse operation and we divide 6.28 off of both sides. It cancels on this side, leaves an r equals 17.8 divided by 6.28 is 2.8. So, or 2 8/10. So we use 2 8/10 as our radius. We have our radius, so what does that make our diameter? Times 2, very good. 5.6. No, I'm sorry. Because we round to the 100th, I think is what they're doing, so it would be 2.83. So it would actually be 5.7 or 5.6. Okay, if you need more practice on those, just review what I just did. If you need more practice, you can find it on page 363. The top 4 problems are this kind. We didn't get to touch on this, but we will tomorrow. So please watch the videos, make sure you're keeping up with your work, and practice your songs because we're singing solos tomorrow in class. And that is how I will know if you watch the videos. Don't mention to anyone in class that I said that, but I'm going to give them the assignment when they come in and see if they know what I'm talking about. All right, so have a good night. Love you all dearly. If I can do anything for you, email me, dhickey@hoover.k12.al.us.